welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be doing a bit of a juicy industry Q&A whilst doing my everyday makeup routine. I haven't done a Q&A in a while and I get so many questions on the industry, what it's like to be in the industry nowadays, my honest opinions on it, and I saw Jordan do a Q&A and I absolutely loved it. I thought she was so honest in it that I was like, oh, okay, I really want to do that and give my kind of like spin on the questions and the answers. And this makeup tutorial isn't going to be any normal makeup tutorial because I am going to be trying out a brand new mystery makeup brand. I'm not going to reveal to you what the brand is until the end of the video, so you guys are going to see me use all of the products and create this look, but you're not going to have any idea what it is until the end of the video. Let me tell you now, I'm in shock, I'm in love. I genuinely am obsessed with a load of these makeup products that I've used today, and I cannot wait for you guys to see what the brand is. Like I said, the makeup is completely brand new and it is all vegan and cruelty free, so we truly do love to see it. For the price point, the quality is absolutely insane, so make sure you watch this entire video to see how I apply the products and to hear my views on the industry that I'm working in today. Oh, and yes, I am currently filming in my living room because I don't have a filming setup right now. This is kind of slotting in between my moving videos. You're kind of getting a big sneak peek of what my living and kitchen area looks like. I kind of pushed away all of my ornaments and stuff so you can't see them until my apartment tour, but yeah, this is like a new filming background for this video. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, please smash a huge thumbs up, and other than that, let's get started. We're just gonna jump straight in and I'm gonna get some makeup on this face. I'm looking pretty pale today, yeah, I'm really excited to try this foundation. I'm going to mix two different shades together, so hopefully I'll make the perfect shade. Question number one, how long do you keep secret projects a secret? For me, I do currently have another secret project, potentially two secret projects, and they would have been kept secret for one of them maybe like 6-7 months, and then the other one would have been kept secret for actually around the same, I think. My first secret project, I kept that a secret for nearly a year. Like, that was a real long time coming. It kept getting pushed back because I wasn't completely happy with the outcome. I won't ever put my name to something that I'm not completely happy with, so I just wasn't happy with it, so we kept pushing it back. But in the end, I absolutely loved it, and yeah, I think we kept it a secret for maybe like, it was getting on for a year. This foundation is blending very, very nicely. This is blending like my usual high-end foundation. I feel like it looks a little bit light compared to my body, but I feel like we can just bronze it up later. Coverage is amazing though, because as you can see, I've got quite a few little red angry spots at the moment all around my lips and my nose. I think it was from moving and I was just getting so stressed, but it's covering them really, really nicely. Is it still exciting receiving PR packages? Hands down, I will never not be excited when I get a PR package. Like, it is so insane to me that brands send us PR. I still remember when I got my first ever PR package and me and my mum just opened it like, what on earth is this? Like, why am I being gifted this stuff from brands? I feel like it really hit home when I got added to my favourite brand PR list, because I was like, whoa, this is so cool. Like, I buy all of their stuff and now they want to send me their new launches. So 100%, I still get so excited. In the end, I'm not gonna lie, my mum got really fed up because we were getting so much stuff sent to the house that we had so much rubbish outside, because I feel like there was a problem, not so much in 2020, but definitely in 2018 and 2019, where brands would send these massive PR packages and none of it was recyclable, and we had so much rubbish and it was so bad for the environment. It really wound my mum up, because if you'd have seen outside of our house the amount of rubbish, and I didn't buy any of it. I'm so grateful for being sent it, but I'm so happy now that brands condense it down and make all the packaging recyclable, because it's just so much easier and so much better for the environment. I'm now going to conceal. I've put it on a pot here so you guys don't see the packaging, because I don't want any spoilers of what the brand is. How do you deal with the standards of the industry? I'm not gonna lie, I feel like as I've got older, the standards of the industry have definitely increased, as they do in every job, but I feel like in our job especially, it's tough. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. It becomes a point where you can't reach those standards all the time. And what even are the standards? I feel like every individual person has different standards, and for me, I'd rather just do what I want to do and be happy creating my content rather than forcing myself to make content that isn't me just to try and make everybody else happy. There's so many ridiculous beauty standards that I just really don't agree with, because I definitely fell foul to them, in the sense of like, I started to feel really insecure in myself because I wasn't meeting these beauty standards. I genuinely do feel like now I'm so much happier in myself, to the point where like I don't really think about those things as much, but I definitely went through a stage where I felt so much pressure to look like the perfect influencer and to be the perfect person and to dress a certain way, and now I'm just so happy doing me. Like, I've never felt more me in my life. Is your job a place of stress and pressure? I feel like this is a bit of a double-edged sword because my job isn't physically challenging. Like, I'm sat here doing my makeup. Like, I don't leave the house really to do my job, especially during COVID. Like, yeah, I travel, but it's not physically challenging. I say my job is very mentally challenging, and there is a lot of stress and a lot of pressure that is put on me to be the perfect person all the time. By the way, this concealer looks amazing. It has covered all of the spots on my cheeks so perfectly, and underneath my eyes as well. It isn't creasing at all. It's so soft to touch. My face also looks as though I've powdered it, even though I haven't, and the foundation was so easy to blend. Like, it wasn't like a matte consistency to the point where it was like streaky. It just blended so nicely. I'm thoroughly impressed so far. I'm excited to see what this contour is going to be like, because contour is one of my favourite makeup products. Let's give it a go. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Are you kidding? It's such a subtle colour. It's not like in your face, and it's blending so nicely. I feel like I prefer this to my normal everyday bronzer. There was just one point in my career where I felt so under pressure to be the perfect person and to be the perfect influencer that you actually put so much pressure on yourself, you end up doing the complete opposite. You see a lot of the PG YouTubers and a lot of the people who have been like so clean and done everything right all their career end up going off the rails because they never had that chance to kind of let loose almost. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it, but there is a lot of pressure and you never want to let anybody down, and it got to the point where I wasn't doing it for myself in the end. I was doing it for everybody else, and then I hated that because I wasn't making myself happy. Whereas now, don't get me wrong, I still have down days. I still have days where I struggle to get up out of bed and I think, I don't want to do it today. Like, today I woke up and I was just like, oh my god, I don't want to get up today. Like, I just want to lay in bed. And now I'm here and now I'm doing this, I automatically feel so much better because I want to do it. The pressure can sometimes be too much, but as long as you know you're a good person and you're trying your best, that is honestly all you can do. Also, I am insanely impressed with this contour. I honestly am in love with it. I'm going to be using this now as my everyday contour. How is it this good? This is better than my high-end contour. Why is it so secretive what YouTubers earn? I'm also just about to use some blush. Blush is one of my favourite makeup products at the moment because I feel like it just adds something. Do you know what I mean? It just looks really nice. If I'm being completely honest, I think the reason that people are very secretive about how much they earn, I think there's a few reasons. One, I think in certain circumstances, it is an excessive amount of money for what we do. Everybody's rates are completely different. Like, I couldn't tell you what another YouTuber earns because it could be completely different to my earnings. So I feel like there is that. Like, every single YouTuber is on a completely different amount of money. So I honestly couldn't tell you like everyone's set income because it's different for everyone. I feel like my personal reason for not sharing how much I earn is because I wouldn't want people to only be friends with me or only talk to me because I'm in a well-paid job. I'm a really paranoid person. YouTube and my job has definitely made me super paranoid, and I always think that people have bad intentions, even though they probably don't. But I always just think, are you trying to use me? Do you just want to be friends with me because I have a few followers? Like, I've been in situations before when I have been used for those things, so I'm super paranoid now. So I wouldn't want to sit and say how much I earn and somebody sees that as a gain. I also think it's personal, like it's how much you earn. Like, I don't think it's really anybody else's business. I'm just going to go back in with the concealer on my brush to carve out the underneath of my eyebrows. How many hours a week do you work on average? I've started to try and give myself weekends off, in the sense of like, I just won't do any filming on weekends and I'll just more focus on myself and chill and watch Netflix and do what I want to do. However, that never really works because Saturday and Sunday are the only 2 days that brands don't respond to emails. So you have to get everything done over the weekend to send to the brand on Monday morning for when they want to like check over the content. I do work a lot of hours. I will be up every single day and ready by 9:30 to film, and then I'll start doing all of my stuff in the day and I won't finish until maybe like 5, and then I'll sit and have a couple of hours, I'll eat some food, I'll, you know, do whatever I want, and then I always spend my evenings editing. I will be editing in the evenings probably until 1:30, 2 in the morning, and I get so many questions like, why don't you get an editor? And at some point I might, but I actually enjoy editing my own videos. I know so many YouTubers don't edit their own videos anymore, but I actually really enjoy it. I'm going to try this brow product. I'm just going to add a few strokes in my eyebrows because I never fill my eyebrows in anyway. So I'm just going to do it very, very lightly because I don't want to overdo. Although that looks really nice actually. How do you deal with hate? Now this one is a very very interesting one. Everyone deals with hate differently, and I think there's a difference between constructive criticism and people actually being like, right, you've done this wrong, this is how you can learn as a person, compared to being just plain nasty, like ripping apart your appearance, ripping apart your family, ripping apart just everything else about you. In the future, I will do a video on how I properly deal with hate, but in the end, I feel like you become so numb to it that it's almost like normal. Every time I speak to a YouTuber now, I'm like, how do you deal with hate? And they're like, it's just a thing, it comes with the job. And it shouldn't come with the job. Constructive criticism is a different thing, but hate, like, why should people hate on you for doing what you love and pursuing your dreams? Like, YouTube has always been my #1 biggest dream in the entire world, and I'm living my dream every day and working my arse off. Like, why should people hate on me for doing what I love? I genuinely have learned to block it out, and I feel like I touched on this in a vlog, or maybe it was a main channel video, but I actually reached out to get professional help in the end because I felt like I wasn't really helping myself, and I could feel myself kind of spiraling downwards, and I knew that if I didn't reach out and get help, I don't really know how I would have overcome it. I got professional help, and it was the best thing I ever done. It gave me a complete new outlook on my job and on my life in general, and you should never be ashamed of reaching out to help, because that's how I dealt with it, and it worked perfectly for me. Like, please don't ever feel like you're alone in this. Please reach out for help if you feel like you need it. Honestly, for me, I just block it out and get on with my day, because at the end of the day, I'm living my dream life and there's nothing anybody's going to do to stop me. I'm really nervous about this next product because this is a cream eyeshadow, and I honestly don't think I've ever used cream eyeshadow before in my life. This is going to be very interesting. It's a beautiful colour. It's like a nudie colour. Oh wow, okay. It is so smooth when you put this on your eyelid. I really do feel like all of these makeup products are going to replace my everyday makeup products, because I can't believe how amazing they actually are. That is so subtle, but it's worked perfectly. I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to try and do a tiny little wing. This might not work at all because it is cream eyeshadow, but I'm going to try it. What's the harm in trying? What is the best way to build a following on YouTube and Instagram? This is multitasking at its finest, because normally when I'm doing eyeliner, I literally cannot speak a word. I just like a little bit of something in my outer corner just to make my eyes pop a little bit more when I do mascara. Building a following nowadays, I think, is honestly one of the hardest things, and I think I joined YouTube and Instagram around a perfect time, because there just wasn't as many people as there are in the industry now. Whereas now in the industry, there's so many people, and it's really hard to gain a following. My best advice to people who want to build a following is to jump on trends. So do a lot of trends, do TikTok. TikTok would honestly is your best bet in the industry nowadays. I feel like TikTok is so much easier to grow on and blow up on. Whether you want to do fashion, whether you want to do makeup, there's always something you can do on TikTok. And then I feel like from TikTok you get a lot of Instagram followers, and then you can promote your YouTube on Instagram and people will go over. I always did YouTube, but I feel like my YouTube grew because of my Instagram, because I was posting so much on Instagram. If you go into this job with the mindset of I want followers, I'm telling you now, it is not going to work. Do it because you love it, and people will see that you genuinely love it, and people will want to follow you. It's mascara time, and this is a product I'm very excited to try, because I'm really picky with my mascaras, because I don't really wear false lashes anymore, so all I kind of do is wear mascara, so it has to be a really good one. The wand looks really good, so I'm just going to apply a couple of coats and we can see what it looks like. Do you feel the pressure to say yes to brands? Sometimes I do feel the pressure. I'm like, oh, I feel like I want to build a good relationship with them, maybe I should say yes, but I will only promote a product that I genuinely believe in. And like, for example, I won't out the brand, but there was a brand that I absolutely adored. I would honestly say it was up there in my top 3 favourite brands ever, and then something came out about the brand that I really wasn't happy with, and I was like, okay, I don't really want to support this brand anymore. And about a month later, I had been dying for a brand deal with this brand, and about a month later, after all this came out, they come to me with a massive sum of money and said, we want you to do these main channel videos for us, like we really want to work with you. And I turned it down. I could have so easily said yes and said, yeah, I want the money, I want that, but it just wasn't worth it promoting a brand that I didn't believe in. And yeah, I don't know. No, I definitely don't feel the pressure. I will only ever do something that I feel like is right and fitting for my channel, and hopefully that portrays for you guys as well, that you can see that when I do ads, I genuinely love the products. Also, how amazing is this mascara? Like, this is one coat. I haven't dipped it in again. This is literally one coat. Do you ever worry about the future? There's always the uncertainty in this job that you could mess up and your whole career is gone, like down the drain, literally because of one mistake. Of course I worry about the future. I feel like everybody worries about the future no matter what job role you're in. Especially in this job I do, because it's very unpredictable. But a lot of people say like, oh, I think YouTube will die out in a couple of years, and I just don't. I feel like YouTube's going to be around for a very long time. I feel like we're only really just getting started with the whole like newer generation of YouTubers, and I feel like it's going to be amazing. Do brands force you to do certain types of videos? Not at all. Obviously some brands are a lot more lenient than others, in the sense of like they give you so much more creative freedom, whereas other brands come to you with an idea that they want to see. For example, the brands that I'm working with on this video, I put forward an idea to them. I said I'd love to do an industry Q&A, like I think it'd be really interesting, am I okay to do that? And they were like, yeah, of course, like do whatever you want. So they gave me so much creative freedom within this video to talk about and do whatever I want. I just think it's important, and brands definitely are starting to realise it, that we know our audiences so well, and it just works so much better if they give us a creative freedom, because we know what you guys want to see. Whereas sometimes what they're suggesting, it won't work for my demographic or my audience. Have you ever wanted to quit? Quit is a big word. Have I ever wanted to break? Yes. There was a time last year where I was like, I really need a break, like I physically can't continue, and I had to take a little break for myself, and I had to focus on myself. But I don't think I've ever wanted to quit, because I love it too much. It's like my dream come true, so why would I want to quit? Are you constantly worried about being cancelled? I wouldn't say I'm constantly worried about being cancelled, because I'm not doing anything that I could be cancelled for. But at the same time, it is my lifeline, like it's my job, it's my career. So knowing that, you know, you can make one mistake and that can be it, it's, you know, it is scary, and it does pressure you into doing the right thing all the time. And sometimes you do rebel, and sometimes you have these times in your life and in your career where you make mistakes, which is completely natural. Everybody makes mistakes in life. I wouldn't say it's a constant worry of mine. I think about it and think, oh my god, like if I got cancelled, I'd lose everything, like I'd lose my life. But I wouldn't say I'm constantly worried about it. Have you ever put on an act for the cameras? Definitely, like 1,000,000%. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Some mornings I would wake up, and this is when I was going through a really hard time, and I would have to force myself to get up out of bed and switch that camera on, and I would fake a smile. I'd be like, hi everyone, because I just didn't want to do it. It wasn't because I wasn't in love with my job anymore. I was, but I just had no motivation within myself, and then because of that, I wasn't creating the content that I wanted, and I wasn't happy with my content, which made me feel even worse. It is time for some liquid highlight. I'm excited for this because I never normally use liquid highlight. Oh, this is nice. This is very subtle, which is good. It's definitely got a pink tint, or like a pink undertone to it. It's not super bold in your face. I feel like I'd have to apply quite a lot of layers of this, because I do like to be very glowy. Do you think it's fair that influencers get sent free stuff even though they can afford to buy it? Quite simply, no, because I do agree, because we're in a very well paid job and we can afford to buy it if we wanted to, so why should we get sent it for free? Influencers now are the new way of brands promoting their products. Like, I personally don't watch for TV adverts anymore. I will watch for a YouTuber promoting a product, and then, you know, I'll see it on their Instagram story and then I'll buy it. So brands see it as, oh, if we send them a PR package, they might put us on their Instagram story, or they might include us in some content, and it's free deliverables, you know, they're not paying for it. I do think it's unfair, because I think we get sent an excessive amount of stuff that we realistically never get to use all up ourselves. I would say I give 85% of my PR away to friends, family, and charity shops. The last product I'm going to try is the lip juice. I'm very excited for this. It's a really nice nudie brown colour. Oh my god, it's going on so nicely. Oh, it smells nice as well. I'm thoroughly impressed. For the price point, when you guys find out how much these products are, I feel like you're going to get shocked. Look at this lip gloss. This is exactly the same to a high-end one that I have in my makeup bag. The final question, do you compare yourself to other YouTubers? I definitely have gone through a stage where I compared myself to other YouTubers, but not as in like I compared what I look like. I just compare my engagement, my views, like why some of my videos weren't doing well, but they're doing well for other people. So I definitely went through a stage where I would compare like views and stuff. Do I do it now? Not as much, but I definitely do it sometimes with Instagram. I'm like, wow, she's getting so many Instagram likes, like how come I'm not getting that? In that sense, it's a very toxic industry, because to brands, yeah, of course they'll work with you if you create good content, but on a whole, they're looking at your numbers. So you always feel this pressure to have like good numbers. So yeah, I would compare myself to other YouTubers in that sense. I also just found that I have a brow gel. Sort of run some of this through my brows. Oh wow, look at that. This is my finished makeup look, guys. I'm so goddamn impressed with this. I cannot believe I have done a full face today of the brand new Misguided Beauty. I am obsessed. The contour, this is the Instant Vacay Bronze Duo Powder, and this is insane. I honestly am going to be using this every single day now in my everyday makeup routine. The mascara, this is the Oh High Lash Length and Definition Fiber Mascara. The packaging is so cute. and the wand. The lip juice, this is the Lip Juice Super Shine Lip Gloss, and it's so beautiful. It's exactly like a high-end one that I have, but for a drugstore price. The foundation bottle too, this is the Meet Your Match Demi Matte Foundation. So it is a matte foundation, but it doesn't feel matte when you're applying it. I've got a couple of bottles of this here, and I'm just in love, guys, I really am. I do also have this as well, which I haven't actually used. It's the Frex Appeal Freckle Pen. This is easily gonna make its way into my everyday makeup bag. This is so subtle. Misguided Beauty is available now on the website, so I will leave links down below so you guys can go and shop the products. Let me know if you have tried them, and if you have, what you think. I've shown you guys some of my favourite products, and I would massively recommend them. They are definitely making their way into my everyday makeup routine. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please smash a huge thumbs up, and other than that, I will see you very, very soon for a brand new video. Mwah.